I've been noticing something lately. The world, it just seems to be fake. I look at social media, and it's just a world of liars. But why? Why do people lie? And how do you decide who to believe? And most importantly, what makes someone trustworthy? Hi Psychology, Kaden here. How does a group of people dictate trustworthiness? I mean, is it just looks, or do you have to win the heart of the group? And if so, would others just succumb to groupthink just to look more trustworthy overall? The past few weeks, I've been having people play a game of Mafia at my school. A game in which there's one Mafia member that tries to make it to the end of the game without getting voted out by a group. But I created a twist, and that twist is everyone must lie because everyone is a Mafia member. The best part of this too is since they believe that they're the only Mafia member, they believe everyone else is innocent, as such making this a hilarious factory of lies. But what are we researching here? Well, it's the role gender plays in trustworthiness. And my hypothesis was, when it comes to gender, women will be more trustworthy than men. My reasoning is I've heard stories that the reason Lewis and Clark brought Pocahontas on their journey to the Pacific is so that way native tribes would trust them more and kill them less. So, I set up my experiment. Two groups will have one person of a different gender compared to the rest of the group. One, 4 girls, 1 guy. The other, 4 guys, 1 girl. The control group would be a cohesive group for both sexes. And, at the end of the game, participants are instructed to rank all members based on how trustworthy they believe them to be.
You're being awfully quiet.
I'm not playing.
It's only you 5 right here.
I mean, we could do like, we could do one of these tests like.
Specific questions. I'm listening.
Well, oh no, it's just awkward.
You know,
We could do like a test, like we look into a person's eyes and be like, "Are you the mafia?"
no.
You only have like 20 seconds.
Oh,
You're kind of smiling there, Abby.
Yeah, see, I'm. Hey, quiet. Right there. Face of a killer.
You have a face like a killer.
After all the experiments, the data showed a clear answer. The groups with one cohesive sex had averages around 3.5 in rank. But surprisingly, the experimental group averaged 3.3 in rank. And in median, mode, and range, the experimental group seemed to be overall more trustworthy. However, looking at standard deviation, we can see that the experimental group majorly deviated from the data. That's because these groups had the lowest scores and the highest scores, and the high scorers were actually the singled out man and woman. What have we learned? Trustworthiness is not increased by being one gender or the other, but rather through interpersonal attraction. Because you see, I saw something in this experiment. People who were similar to each other were more likely to trust each other. And in the experiment where I had the singled out sex, they did not have this similarity of gender to help them kinda be similar with the group, and as such, they were rated much lower. So what were some mistakes that I made in this experiment? Frankly, when everyone is supposed to lie, there are very few ways for them to interrogate each other because they don't want to look suspicious. If I were to redo this experiment, I would have everyone tell the truth. That's right, not everyone being mafia, but rather everyone is innocent and no one is in on it. and therefore they'd have to vote everyone out, even though they're all telling the truth. And I think that would have been a much better experiment to see. Overall, I've learned that sure, people are good liars, and that people similar to your character are even better liars. But the best liar there is yourself.